It came down to hours, not years, not months, hours. A race no one even knew was happening. Two men working in silence, chasing the same idea, trying to do something that had never been done before, to send a human voice through a wire. Not a signal, not a code, a voice, alive, real. But history doesn't remember both of them. It remembers one and forgets the other. And this is Forgotten Minds, where the line between success and being forgotten can be as thin as a few hours. In the 19th century, the world was changing. Fast. Telegraphs had already transformed communication. Messages could travel across cities, across countries, in seconds. But there was a limitation. They carried signals, dots, dashes, codes that had to be translated. But what if you didn't need to translate? What if you could hear the other person as if they were right there? It sounded impossible, almost magical, but to some, it felt inevitable. He was born on August 2nd, 1835, in Barnesville, Ohio, raised in a modest family. His father was a farmer. Life was simple, hard work, long days, and very little certainty. But from a young age, he showed something different: curiosity. Not just about how things worked, but how they could be improved. He studied at Oberlin College, not in luxury, but through effort, through persistence, balancing work and study, trying to build something from very little. And slowly, he entered the world of invention, electricity, sound, communication, fields that were still new, uncertain, full of possibility. He began experimenting, working on ways to transmit multiple signals over a single wire, improving telegraph systems, making them faster, more efficient. And in doing so, he got closer to something much bigger, the human voice. He imagined it, a device that could carry speech, not just pulses, but sound itself. He worked tirelessly, built prototypes, tested ideas, failed, tried again. Because innovation is never a straight line. It's a struggle, a constant battle between vision and reality. But he wasn't alone. Somewhere else, another man was chasing the same dream. Different path, same destination. Neither fully aware of how close they were to each other. And then everything came together. The idea was ready, the design almost complete. All that remained was to protect it, to claim it, to make it official. Because in invention, being first changes everything. And so, he moved forward, prepared the documents, a caveat, a formal notice of his invention, something that would secure his place in history. But timing is everything. On February 14th, 1876, he arrived to file it, confident, ready, certain that he had done enough. But on that same day, just hours earlier, another man had already filed a patent for a similar idea, a device that could transmit the human voice. The difference was not years of work, not quality, not vision, just time, a matter of hours. And those hours changed everything, because the patent office recognized the first submission, not the second, not the almost, only the first. And just like that, history was written, not in his name, but in someone else's, the telephone. One of the greatest inventions in human history was credited to another. The world celebrated, applauded, moved forward, while he was left behind. But he didn't disappear. He fought, challenged the decision, argued his case, because he knew what he had built, what he had discovered, what he had almost secured. But the system had already decided. And once history chooses a name, it rarely changes it. Despite the loss, he continued working, inventing, improving technologies. He co-founded companies, developed innovations that still mattered, but none would ever match what he had lost. Because it wasn't just an invention, it was the invention. The one that would connect the world, the one that would define an era. And he had been so close. Close enough to feel it, but not close enough to keep it. His life became a story of almost remembered, almost recognized, almost immortalized. He never received the credit that many believed he deserved, never stood in the spotlight for the invention he helped create. He died on January 21st, 1901, in Newtonville, Massachusetts, at the age of 65. A life filled with ideas, but marked by one moment that changed everything. A moment measured, not in effort, but in hours. His name was Elisha Gray, the man who invented the telephone, but lost it by hours. If stories like this make you question how history is written, then this is your place. Subscribe to Forgotten Minds. Like this video, because the next story might be closer than you think. And if you want to understand the full truth behind this story, check the first pinned comment, where the details on still echo through time.